just here to tell you that I'm going to be this entire review. Yay! Anyways, now back to you, Cheeky Grayson.
Hi everyone, my name is Cheeky Grayson and thank you, Kermit. Thank you, Kermit.
You're welcome.
Yes, I've been controlling the voice of Kermit. But anyways, now you might be wondering, what in the world is going on? Well, if you've seen my post, I said that I am going to review my absolute favorite Disney Junior show. And that is right here. And that's right, we are going to talk about Muppet Babies. Now, I know you are used to me reviewing, movies or talking about Legos and everything like that. Well, this is just like my top 10 best and worst movies I've ever seen, where it's going to be a Cheeky Grayson special. But anyways, now it is going to be like an original Cheeky Grayson review or classic movie review. It is just going to be a little different, or you could let me call it a TV review or anything like that. I don't know, you can name it on any other way you could describe this movie review. But anyways, now that we're heading to what could be my favorite kids show of all time, will this bring all of the imagination that was shown in the show today? Or is all that imagination just fading away? Let's find out. Trust me, I am excited to do this. Now, anyways, there is a little thing how the stories of each episode go. They go into our favorite Muppet members like Kermit, Fozzie, Animal, Piggy, Gonzo, Bunsen, Beaker, Sam, and the monster. And anyways, or Sweetums or anything like that. But there's also some other characters like Summer the Penguin, Wazzy, Muppet, which I have to say she's one of the cutest characters in the show, Rizzo, and many more. Where they go into these incredible magical adventures, where they head into medieval times, the ocean, and one of our lovable characters, like Animal, turned into a gigantic con, which I'm going to read out now. Animal no want banana. Animal want grabbed! I'm sorry. I thought that since I am talking about that, I thought to do it. I mean, if I scared you guys, I'm sorry. It's just that I couldn't really help myself. And seriously, I am having a fun time with this review. But anyways, Kermit, what other things you are mentioning with this show?
Well, the only things I can mention about this is that there's some important messages. Like some episodes have don't lie, be yourself, or always believe in yourself, or more like that. Or help each other, or more like that. It's just kind of how it goes. Back to you.
Thanks, Kermit. But anyways, these stories have a lot of possibilities on how they can bring all the imagination like kids. Like every time I have playtime, I have that kind of way with the Muppet Babies. With imagination like I'm in a superhero movie. But anyways, all of these stories and the episodes are great. But these has to be one of the best shows I've seen in a children's show. But anyways, next up is the animation, and I gotta say, I love it. If you want to compare the old Muppet Babies go to the Disney Junior one, you'll see that the old one is 2D animated. And this one, they are using a cartoon 3D. Sorry, I have a case of the hiccups. But anyways, I thought that was a little interesting on how to do with the animation. I'm not saying that the animation is bad. I'm just saying that I thought it was a little interesting for that to happen. But anyways, I really thought that the animation was pretty crazy on how these crazy adventures. Like one of the episodes in the Pirate Adventures, the pirate ship is like a newspaper. It's like a newspaper. If you want to check that out, then go to Disney Plus. Oh, by the way, if you want to see this TV show, then go to Disney Plus, and because all 3 seasons of the show are there. But anyways, and also make sure to like and subscribe. I really am having a fun time, and I am trying to get to 60 subscribers. I only need 1. Anyways, now back to Muppet Babies. I thought that it was a very interesting choice with these animation to bring a lot of passion, because this was just pretty interesting on how the animation is just crazy with like the fur and how animal is all crazy and everything. The detail on the food, especially the meatball episode with the giant meatball monster, it was just a lot. And like the potion, the pickle tornado, and so much more. And I cannot really tell on all of this. But anyways, I was very surprised. But anyways, I just want to let you guys know before I continue more on the animation. I just love this show. I am not kidding. I mostly own like a lot of merch from this movie. I own the Muppet House toys, the Muppet Baby toys, the Muppet Baby bus. I just have a lot of the merch. But anyways, and there's another thing now this animation is great, but just kidding, the animation is just incredible. But anyways, now I'm going to tell you more information on how these adventures work. Well, apparently, whenever there's like this rainbow kind of dust, then you already know that there's going to be imagination in the episode. But anyways, other things about this movie is that there are some other songs in this film as well. Especially with other adventures like Muppet Rock Explosion, which I gotta say, it's kind of the cutest band I've ever seen. And I really want them to, and I really think they should add it to Disney World or Disneyland, because I think that would sell very well for Muppet and especially Muppet fans, and especially Muppet Baby fans like I am. But anyways, now to the characters. I thought that they are absolutely funny, especially Fuzzy, where he tells a joke and always when he's like, hey, whoa. What is it, Kermit? Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know. They got to the other slide. Get it? Waka waka, Kermit. Oh, sorry, Fuzzy. Well, gotta go. Bye. Okay, Kermit is gonna tell you guys what the joke is. But anyways, other things that happen. But anyways, first we got Kermit, who is like a frog who loves to play his banjo. Animal who just loves to, drums. And that kind of stuff. And all of that kind of stuff. It's just kind of how it goes. Then you got other characters like Fozzie, Summer, Piggy, Scooter and her sister, Wazzy, Bunsen and Beaker, Rizzo, Mr. Statler and Mr. Waldorf, and so much. and so much more that I cannot explain everything, because if I want to explain everything in this review, trust me, it would be the longest video in my channel. But anyways, I'm serious how I am saying that these are incredible, how they bring a lot of passion in the heart and the messages and the episodes on how they have a lot of stuff. But anyways, la 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 dee dee doo. Kermit. Oh, sorry, that was you. But anyways, another thing in this episode is that there is a lot of other stuff going to this show, and I will now. I just want to let you guys, if there are any parents that have like 4-year-old children and love Disney Junior, I know that your kids are gonna love this show. Because if you own Disney Plus and you have a child, I recommend you check the movie out. But I'll explain more of that when we get to the conclusion of this review. But anyways, honestly, I thought that how they created like all of this stuff is just incredible on how they made like all of this into like incredible messages, songs, and so much more. But anyways, now as we continue to this review, I just want to tell you other stuff. I am going to sing you the Muppet Babies theme song. Muppet Babies, they make your dreams come true. Muppet Babies, that don't understand for you. When your world looks kind of weird and you your world in there, close your eyes and make believe that you can be anywhere. Kermit loves Avengers, Piggy is a star, Summer loves to paint, and Fozzie's jokes are waka waka. Hey, that isn't even right. Adam loves the drums, and his concert is off with a flash. Everybody duck, cause I think it's gonna... Is everything alright out here? Yes, Miss Nanny! Muppet Babies, they make your dreams come true. Muppet Babies, they do the same for you. So that's kind of how you get to the Muppet Babies theme song. I thought that I would do a little bonus on that as a little bonus, and since I know some people wanted me to sing a song, so I thought that since we are reviewing Muppet Babies, I thought it would be the perfect time to sing the theme song of Muppet Babies. But anyways, now back to the review. This also has some great jokes, great paintings, and everything like that. But anyways, now let me tell you how I felt before getting to this review. I was just so excited to get to this review because I thought now you might be wondering, why did I do this Muppet Babies review? Well, as you might already guessed, I didn't know what to do before Ant-Man. Due to that, there's not going to be much new movies. I can see. Now, I am planning to watch Ninja 2 on the internet or something. I don't really know. But if I'm going to, I'll let you know. But anyways, I'm just saying that I really was so excited getting to this review. I just thought that it would be a great idea to show all the imagination I have during my review of this show. So I thought that, well, maybe since I don't know what to do before Ant-Man, maybe I should do something like a Cheeky Grayson special, like my top 10 best and worst movies I've ever seen. And that's kind of how I'm going to put with Muppet Babies and my Muppet Babies review. I am just going to add it as a Cheeky Grayson special. But anyways, all the things I need to say now I absolutely think that this is the perfect show, especially for kids like me that have a lot of imagination. I think that is a great idea for movie fans and TV fans and kid fans and cat show fans. It's just a fun time on how they created this entire show to recreate which I haven't seen the original Muppet Baby show, but I might, but I don't know. But anyways, it's just how it brings everything into imagination, to cooking, to the pirate ships, to superheroes, to Muppet Rock Explosion, to spies, to like festivals and so much more. It's just incredible on how they bring everything from time and beyond to bring everything to this review. But and that's how I felt during reviewing this show. I had a fun time. And by the way, thank you so much for spending your time to get to this review, because this is like a very special review to me. But anyways, now let's conclude this review. So I can get to what I'm going to do later. But anyways, out of all the kids shows I have seen, I have to say that Muppet Babies is the absolute... Can you finish my sentence? Best! Anyways, now if I could quote from another movie, that was totally wicked! Muppet Babies is an enjoyable kid show. It comes with a lovable, engaging stories, incredible animation that can bring everything from time and beyond, lovable characters, great songs, and so much more that I cannot explain everything much. No matter what, this is an absolute must-watch, especially for fans of the Muppets. By the way, if you had a fun time with this review like I did, then give this a like and subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more stuff coming your way. Out of all of it, before getting to this, I was so excited to get to this review, even when I sent it the post. But anyways, as for my rating on the show, you already guessed it. It's a 10 out of 10 with the cheeky Grayson seal of approval. It's just a fun TV show. But anyways, the last thing I need to say is, I'm going to sing it again. Muppet Babies, they